what's given me a lot of incentive right now is like being back in the village instead of being confined from what my life has always been, is to fight for something and stop being comfortable.
We built all these houses.
This is the gay community of the homeless people. This is my little segment of the house, which, you know, very decor, you know. We haven't filmed cute, you know. You knew Marsha for a long time, as well as I did. You know, I got my little candles burning in the corner for the saints.
You ever spent a winter in these, you know, like out of doors in an environment like this?
I spent winters with Marsha and some of the other drag queens many years ago before Storehouse, and during the beginning of Storehouse, out in the street. But
they didn't have homeless encampments in those days.
We didn't. We slept in hallways, or either Marsha or I had a hotel room where we snuck everybody in.
Now, does this belong to the city? The
property belongs to the city. It does. The end of my house is the dividing line between that world and our world.
We've been homeless for the most part of 8 years. My lover has AIDS dementia. He's getting to the very serious stage now, the last stage. I was diagnosed in 1985, and so was he when they called it HTLV-3, not HIV. We're still alive.
So have you gone to places like GMHC?
Yeah, they've turned me down.
On what basis?
Times I walked in and I said, I'm homeless, I have AIDS, and I need assistance, and they would say, there is no services available for you here. They said you had to have an address. I said, well, I have, it just doesn't have a number.
it hurts to see that people are not being helped. I may spend the winter out here for the simple fact that if I can't see them off the street, why should I go get shelter for myself? I have to prove a point as a Stonewall veteran.
But hurting yourself doesn't do us no good.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted because I've considered myself very aware on all these AIDS issues.
Gay community center, walk right up there and ask, what kind of support do you have for?
They give away. Well, they give
right down.
I don't think that a lot of gay people ever think of gays being homeless and living, in lean-tos like this.
And we are in the village. And
we're in the middle of the gay gathering.
Right. But they'll see you pushing a shopping cart. They know you're gay because they've seen you around for years, okay? But because you're homeless, suddenly it's because you're bad. You've done something wrong. That's the way they look at you, and they walk away. They turn their back on you. But if they could just understand what we're saying now, that's not the story. There's always someone here watching someone else's camp. We always have that agreement.
We share amongst ourselves.
We're all constantly being watched and harassed by the police.
The police are there, as a friend of mine said, to protect property, not people.
Let me put it the way I think at it, and the way we all, I think, have to live through it. We go out there and we work, picking up cans or whatever, but we're all constantly being watched and harassed by the police while we're doing that. But, the next day, you have the homeless police coming through here going, well, we care about you, and we're, hey, give me a break. Make up your mind.
You said the homeless police?
Yes, it's a homeless outreach unit. Right. It's a form of harassment. They might not be kicking you out or whatever, but just the intimidation is a form of harassment, for a homeless person. You know, they're threatening to have us kicked out at any time now.
Who's they?
Well, we're not sure exactly who they is. We believe it's the city, but the signs up there say the Hudson
Well, they were,
Conservancy, you know, because they're planning on
did you
kicking
see the
us
suits
out.
today? They
Was
were
that
here
who they
this
were?
morning. There were suits,
See, I don't know.
and they were pointing and whatnot.
Where would you go? I mean, is there an option where you?
Well, we'd be sleeping on a bench step somewhere.
You see what this poverty is in the gay community. When the gay community center is only 2 blocks away from here. It's not even just the homeless issue, it's the big
everybody.
AIDS issue right here.
This is a place. This is a place. This is an address. Even though it might not be recognized by the city, as far as I'm concerned, this is a spot of land on the waterfront of New York. This is a place, and every place has an address.
As I look at the river a lot of times, and Marsha gives me a lot of strength, is that I got to keep fighting for somebody. Because Marsha was a fighter, we were both fighters, and I am a survivor. Marsha is not here to survive with me. Marsha unfortunately she passed on, but she's with me in spirit, and she gives me a lot of hope. Every time I look at that damn river and I sit there and meditate on the river, I actually feel her spirit telling me, you gotta keep fighting, girlie, because it's not time for you to cross
The River Jordan.
Part of me went with her because one of our pacts was that we would always cross the River Jordan together. And to me, this is the River Jordan, the Hudson River.